Welcome to the Blackford Sports Network, home of the Blackford Bruins. Thank you for tuning in today. We welcome you to enjoy the broadcast of the Bruins, but ask that you please come to the games to support them. Please enjoy the broadcast and make sure to check out our sponsors, because without them, none of this would be possible. How in the world do you throw that curveball and get it to do? Because Brandon had a really good one.
He can throw a curveball, yep.
And I think it was Shane Dudley. And he was like, man, just grab it like this and throw it like that. And so I told him, I was like, look, try this and just throw it. And he struggled with it for a couple times, and then out of nowhere, he just kept throwing it in the backyard, throwing it and throwing it. Matter of fact, I still have the holes in the siding to prove it.
Wow.
And he just got it to drop, and so then we worked on, throwing it towards the strike zone and letting it drop out before it hits the plate, and he's really come a long way. Every once in a while, you'll still see him hang one and do the old rainbow with it. But other than that, it's pretty good. All right, we are live, and this is the girls' Blackford at Mississenewa JV contest. And, David, did Mitch give you any?
I did not get a preview on the JV game. I've got one for the varsity for tomorrow night, but not one on the JV.
So we're going to go into it blind.
Absolutely.
Right. Hey,
it's the way we used to do it. Back in the day.
And we have our good friend here with us, Chad Strobel. How you doing, Chad?
I'm doing great. Glad to be here.
Yeah. Now, I've been begging you to come on and broadcast with me since what, baseball season last year?
You have asked at least a dozen times, and I think I felt sorry for you tonight.
Is that what it was? You seen me sitting here with David and thought, I better go get that guy a break.
I've seen you sit with David. I guess I was kind of in the mood.
All right.
There you go.
Well, hey, I can understand that. It gets rough sitting here talking to nobody half the time. Brandon just shaking his head at you.
Yeah,
Peyton Hurd, Brandon Strobel walking right in front of us there, and they just look at their dads and shake their head.
Yeah.
Well, Peyton doesn't even pay attention.
No, he doesn't. It doesn't faze him anymore. He's like, my dad can embarrass me. He's already done it. So he's been there and done that. But girls' game tonight, Blackford travels over to Mississenewa. And predictions?
I see a JV win tonight.
I think so. I think we'll see. Hopefully they're not too tired after the game last night. But you know what? That game last night was a good victory for them, for the JV, and they ought to come in tonight with a lot of enthusiasm and set the tone for tomorrow night.
Yeah, I would think so. I could definitely see a win tonight. If we can get Strobel on her shot early on in the game, set the pace, along with if we can get Hodges to get the ball out in open space, get somebody down in the paint and post them up, get some easy layups.
Well, I'll tell you who's got a pretty shot is Hodges.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is a pretty shot.
Yep.
It's almost effortless.
Yeah, it's pretty.
But a couple of other ones that we need to get. Defense by the short one, Eppard. Get her on whoever. I don't know that much about their JV squad. Their varsity squad, the girl on the wall there, Bolser, I believe is their best player. She's like 6-something. But she is going to be out for tomorrow night's game with a broken wrist.
Ooh.
Yep.
I see their JV team's not super old.
No.
They've got a couple juniors, but they've got three
freshmen,
2 sophomores.
Yeah.
Is there? Let me see some.
So not a deep bench at all for the Indians
Kaya
as well.
Jones.
That's really where I've only seen I've seen our JV team be able to hold their own against sophomores and freshmen. They do struggle a little bit when they see more sophomores and specifically juniors, but you would expect that.
Sure.
We're younger, really.
Yep.
Yeah, you have basically a freshman, sophomore squad.
And I think that happened a little bit last night in the Union City game for the varsity.
A little bit more experience coming out.
Sure.
And you're going to have that. I mean, a little up and down. That's okay.
Yeah, no big deal.
And, you know, for the Lady Bruins, obviously these games tonight, tomorrow night, are much more important in their overall view than what Union City was. And, you know, a young team like this, it's hard to prepare for 2 games right in a row. And for a young team, you know, I'm pretty sure they focus more on these games tonight and tomorrow night than they did on that Union City game. But JV came out last night and looked stellar. They played very well and just played with energy. They ran their offense, ran the offensive sets, and waited and were patient for those good shots. Strobel got hot there in the third period and hit some key shots for him to give him a comfortable lead, and we just held on.
Speaking of Strobel, you taught her that shot?
No.
Her grandpa taught it to her?
No, I'll be honest with you. Both Brandon and Brianna,
just natural.
I spent zero time with his shot. Matter of fact, I was so thankful that because baseball's a different story. I never liked his swing, and I didn't know what I was doing anyway. But basketball, he just
has that natural Strobel ability.
Well, no, he from the time he was born, he just had great hand-eye coordination.
Yeah.
And he could see someone do something in sports and be able to replicate it. I never had to teach him to turn his mid over in baseball or anything like that, which was kind of fun.
Yeah, that would be fun when all you got to do is just kind of tweak things here and there.
Yeah.
So who was the player that he watched to get his shot?
That's a good question. We'd have to ask him. I always loved watching basketball games with him when he was younger, because when the ball went out of bounds, and football too, when the ball went out of bounds, he would call it out of balance. The ball's out of balance.
Yeah, it's out of footballs are definitely out of balance.
But he would watch but I don't know. I guess I don't know. We'd have to ask him. And Brianna, now I will tell you, he's worked with her on her shot this summer. I wish she'd bring her elbow in a little bit, but
yes,
I don't know that you.
At this age,
I don't think you mess with it a whole lot.
No. Right.
I'm not going to get too critical. I think that's why she does tend to hit a lot of the back of the iron, because that elbow's kind of out. She pushes it a little bit.
I was noticing that 2 weeks ago that she kind of pushes it from the side.
And that opposite hand looks just like Brandon, because she gets her hand up on top of the ball like that for the release. But
so everybody who's watched the show or the broadcast that knows you, every one of them says that your kid's shots resembles, I believe it's your dad, Neil, right?
Probably. Yeah.
I remember last year somebody actually commenting on our show and saying, "Wow, I thought that was Neil Strobel out there on the court." I didn't realize is he related to Brandon, or is Brandon related to Neil? And I was like, I think that's his grandfather.
Well, there's not very many Strobels around.
No.
So but yeah, I mean, when we were growing up, I mean, it wasn't uncommon for Dad to hit 25 to 40 free throws in a row out in the backyard when we were shooting around.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got a really good shot. So.
Well, that's home court advantage, right?
Yeah, he knows how to shoot. So. They always made fun of me because I was left-handed. So that was always a.
Well,
I can see that.
Only those of us in our right mind are left-handed.
You're left-handed too.
Yeah.
That's right.
Oh man.
Well, guys, I'm going to let you broadcast the game, and I'm going to go up and sit and watch it.
Okay.
All right.
I appreciate
Thanks for coming
the
down.
invitation.
Yeah, anytime.
Yep, no problem.
Okay,
Remember,
thanks,
baseball
Chad.
season's coming up.
I'll be up there.
All right,
set it
that
down.
was Chad Strobel here with Steve and I here at the Mississenewa game. We're getting ready for the Lady Bruin JV team to take on the Indian JV
Oh, man, this is bad news,
What's
man.
that?
You asked for an interview,
Yes.
and he's up there giving one to Tribe TV.
Oh, now see how that goes.
My brother, who is from Mississenewa here, his kids go to Mississenewa. He sent me a text. Tribe TV got an interview with Luke Brown. You ain't got no celebrity.
Oh, we're going to have to definitely get him down here now.
Oh, I don't know that I want him down here. I don't want him on my program.
We could get Brandon Strobel. Let's get the leading scorer for tomorrow down here.
Wait a second. That's boys basketball. I don't want boys. I want girls.
It took me a minute to find it, but I am now live. And we've got 22 viewers so far.
22, huh?
Just over a minute to go before the game begins. Girls coming over, getting ready for the start of the game here.
Hey, hurt.
All right.
All right, the girls getting ready to start. There's under a minute. I don't think they've done the anthem tonight.
They haven't.
I don't believe they're going to.
Okay.
So, excuse me. I need a drink.
Yep.
They are going to do announcements, so while they do that, why don't we start with the backside of our announcements or our ads.
Okay.
And before we get this game started, we'll be right back.
Town Acres Church of Christ in Muncie, a friendly congregation striving for biblical truth. Only 20 minutes south of Hartford City on Reagan Road, just west of the Muncie Bypass. Town Acres has classes for all, loves visitors, and works to embody the first century church. Sunday Bible study at 9:30 a.m., worship at 10:30 and 1:30. Visit us on the web at townacreschurchofchrist.org. No one is a stranger at Town Acres Church of Christ.
Well, they still haven't started, so we're going to try one more before we get going.
Oh, actually, there's two.
Auto sales and service with Scott Confer and crew have over 85 years of experience in the auto sales and service area. Since 1946, Huggins has been a name you can trust to get you the car or truck you need and providing you with all of your service department needs from their highly trained ASC master technicians. Located at 2603 North Walnut Street in Hartford City, or you can see their inventory at hugginsshowroom.com. Well, they're still getting into all the beginning workings, so we're going to keep playing some ads before we get this game started. Are you looking for a used car at an affordable price? Call Dave Montgomery at Dave's Car Corner. He has the nicest used cars on the market, and you just can't beat the friendly service that Dave Montgomery provides. Located at 1225 North Walnut Street in Hartford City. Do you want to take it off mute?
Okay. I was talking away. Didn't realize that I was on mute. I thought I'm just losing my hearing. But we are ready for the JV game here. Starting lineups. We got Kylie Eppard.
Yeah,
Kaylee
James,
Hodges.
you lost sound because I didn't want to get a copyright notification. So that is a copyrighted national anthem they were using. So
Gotcha.
I had to mute it so we didn't get a violation through YouTube. Just now getting into the opening announcements. So, I don't know who's playing. No, I'm pretty sure that Bolser is the one with the broken wrist.
Yeah, I think so.
Because the other one just doesn't seem like she's as big as that one there. So,
and she definitely looks 6'4", doesn't she?
Yeah. Yeah, she's big. She's big. All right, starters for the Bruins. You've already been through.
Yep, our typical starters. We got Strobel, Eppard, Hodges, Cagle, and Hurd are our 5 starters tonight.
Strobel's going to do the tip with Mississenewa.
That's Swindell and Smith and Ramey.
Goes right into Hurd's hands. Bruin gets the ball.
Jones.
You want me to do the play-by-play, or do you want to do it?
It's up to you.
Hurd gets the rebound. I can do it.
Okay.
You want to do color?
Sure.
And Strobel for 3 off the glass, no good. And that's Jones, Jones for the rebound. Now, that Jones that's out on the court, I don't know if you remember, but there was a nice strip by Cagle. White 21, that's on Jones. I don't know if you remember, but I think it was 2 years ago, there was a Mississenewa football player that squatted like 400 pounds.
No kidding.
I mean, it was a lot. He bench pressed a lot, and that is her name Kaya Jones?
Yes.
That is
yes.
Kaya's older brother. His name was Trey, I believe, or Jay or Trey Jones. But she had 2 brothers, and they both graduated from Mississenewa. It's going to be a blocking foul on number 23.
Second team foul already on the Indians. We'll put Lexi Hurd at the free throw line. Alexa Hurd. Why did I just call her Lexi?
Don't call her that to her face.
I know. I would be in big trouble. Alexa.
As long as you don't call her Alexis, she'll be just fine. That's the one she doesn't like.
Okay.
She'll let you know her name is Alexa. But you can pretty much call her any of the form. Lexa, Alexa, Lexi. Oh, she misses her second. Indians get the rebound. Jones is going to bring it up the court. She kicks it off to the near side for 3. No good. Rebound out of bounds on Mississenewa. Blackford ball at the baseline. And the Indians are going to play a full court press. Kaylee Hodges hands it. Oh, and that's going to be a foul on the Indians. That's number 2. Nope, that's her first.
Her first,
but number 2
third.
for the team. Team
third foul already.
Goodness sakes. Oh, I forgot to. We got to let 4 seconds run off the main clock. Okay. Strobel inbounds to Hodges. Hodges is going to just play around out here at the top. She gets it down to Strobel on the corner. And it never fails. Whenever my clock is wrong, we lose the ball. So the Indians are going to inbound the ball. Jones now bringing it up the court slowly. She's looking down to this near side baseline. They get it down to that corner, looking to get it back out to the top of the key, and they get it down to the tall girl on the.
That's Swindell for 2 points.
And they do get the easy layup. Hodges gets it down to Strobel. So that's the second one Strobel has had a hard time handling. And it's Indian ball on the baseline. And now the Bruins are going to play a full court press. And they kick it out of bounds, and it's again Indian ball on the baseline. The Bruins playing, it looks like a 3-1-1 press. And they kick the ball all the way over to the near side here. Jones with it, gets it down on the corner. She gets it back to Jones. Jones gets it stripped by Hodges. Hodges is going to take it all the way in. Oh, I'm telling you, she is going to start not getting that call.
That's a fourth team foul.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw it, but
yeah.
I did. The extension of the arm, but it doesn't get called. Strobel's going to inbound it. She gets it to Hodges. Hodges kicks it back to Strobel for a three. Oh, just misses.
Off.
And we're going to get a foul. That one's either going to be on Cagle. That is Cagle. It was either going to be Cagle or Eppard, and the Bruins get right back on to the press defense, a 3-1-1. Hurd playing at the top of the arc. And they get it all the way over to, and they're going to, now Alexa's got to play. Oh, she just misses it. She's going to pick up her first foul. She moved over just as she was getting hit and stepped into the foul. Yep. Eric Nolan explaining to her all she had to do was fall backwards once she got hit, but she tried stepping into it. So that's going to be a foul every time. The first free throw is no good. The foul count 4 to the Indians and 2 to Blackford. Now Hurd steps into one of the blocks, and the shot is up. That one's going to be good for 3 now. And Hodges is now going to bring the ball. Nobody's playing any press defense now. Hodges just crosses the timeline, kicks it down to Strobel, and she mishandles it again. She's going to dribble out to the top. She's going to cut into the base. Oh, and that one goes out of bounds at the top of the backboard. Just rushing it just a little bit. Hurd's going to try to inbound the ball, trying to get a play from Coach Nolan. She gets it over to Hodges. That one's going to be kicked out of bounds by the Indians. Hurd again is going to try inbounding the ball. Gets it into Hodges. Hodges turns to the baseline, shoots. Oh, and the Bruins fight each other.
There for the rebound, goes up.
Cagle falls hard. Hurd. I don't know what happened to her.
I think elbow to the forehead
might be strong.
Westerfield coming in to replace Hurd.
And she's getting looked at by the Indians trainer. And the Indians get it down on the corner. They kick it back out to Jones. Jones all the way to the other side now. And they get it into the paint for a shot. No good. And Strobel rips the rebound down.
Good job.
She gets it to Cagle. Cagle's going to bring it up the court. She gets it over to Westerfield. Where's Hodges? Oh, there she is. Westerfield kicks it out to Eppard. Eppard looks over to Hodges. Hodges takes it in for a short jumper. In and out. No good. And Cagle's back down on the ground. Since Hurd's not in the game, Cagle's taken over for her as being the one that's always on the floor. All right, and the Indians slow it down. They get it down to the corner. Back out. Now they put it into the post player. And that one's going to be stripped away.
Steal.
A nice steal. The shot, no good. Westerfield with the rebound. She gets it to Strobel for 3. Good. And the Bruins take their first lead of the game.
Oh.
And Jones is going to try taking it all the way in. Nice job of moving around Cagle. Rebound went to the Indians, but I didn't see who. 13. That's going to be Hodges' first foul.
Yep.
And Eppard timeout, Blackford. A good call by Coach Nolan to get that timeout in there. And with that, the Bruins lead 4-3, and we'll be back right after the
American Veterans, or AMVETS. Our mission is to help all veterans secure the benefits they're entitled to as part of their enlistment. If you're a veteran and have never registered with the VA, contact us to discover all the benefits you may be entitled to. Our service officers are local in VA hospitals in Fort Wayne, Marion, and Indianapolis. They're certified to file a VA claim for you and see it through at no charge to you. Contact AMVETS at the number listed below.
All right, with us now is the one and only, the Tower of Power, the woman of the hour. Erin Cagle. Erin, what's happening?
Puppy.
Well, she's next.
She's next.
She can come on next. We have 4 quarters for a reason.
So we've got a kegel on the floor and a kegel here on the broadcast with
I'm
us.
kind of partial to the kegel that's on the floor.
I don't know what that means.
She's the nicer one.
Oh, she's the nicer one. I don't know what kegel you've met that's on the floor.
So, Erin, senior year, what's it like for you so far?
It's been fun.
Yeah?
Winning's definitely funner than losing.
And you've done a lot of losing in the past.
Yeah, we have.
Oh, shoot.
Traveling called on Jones.
So, what is the biggest difference from last year to this year?
I think we're closer as a team this year. Like last year, we really didn't get along much, but we butted heads a lot. This year, we actually get along. We're close. I don't think anyone hates anyone on our team this year, JV and varsity-wise.
All right. That makes a big difference when you guys are meshing.
It's a lot more fun when you're close, too.
That's right.
Whether you're winning or losing, you're losing as friends. So.
That's right. So what is your plan after you've got 5 months left?
Thank God.
What are your plans after high school?
I either want to go to Ball State or Indiana State.
Yeah.
I'm more leaning towards Ball State right now, though. Sorry, David.
So you're leaning more towards Indiana State. What are you going?
Ball State.
Ball State.
Ball State.
Ball State. What are you going to study at Ball State?
I either want to do sports medicine or special education or just like general education.
All right.
Good. And I have to say, Ball State is a good school for teachers to become a teacher. Of course, so is Indiana State.
Yeah.
That's what I
just don't know if I want to be 3 hours away.
Exactly. That's a huge deal. When you have the choice of really 2 equal schools of education where good teachers are being.
Hey, when I went to school, I chose to go 3 days away. And it was the best decision I ever made.
I don't know if I could do that, but
I did. I loved it. I loved being away from home. I loved the freedom. But if your mom heard me saying these things to you, she would probably come over here and cut my lips off so I couldn't talk anymore. So I'm going to leave that one go.
Yeah, the only thing, Ball State's a little too close, and Indiana State's is a little too far. So.
So maybe IUPUI, that's
maybe
halfway.
IPFW.
Yeah.
Maybe.
U of Indy. I mean, there's a lot of different.
It's a lot of options.
Yeah, Butler. You can go to Butler.
I don't think I'm smart enough for that.
Oh. I've never met a smart person from Butler. Wait a second. I've never met anybody from Butler. All right, so we're going to take this quick time out, and we'll be back with more Erin Cagle.
From neck, back, or joint pain, Clear Choice Chiropractic can help. From neck pain, migraine, stress, or a colicky baby, Clear Choice Chiropractic has the tools necessary to help you live pain-free. Call Dr. Malia Robertson today at 765-329-5044 and schedule an appointment. Don't live another day in pain. Call now, 765-329-5044, or stop in and visit them at 1501 North Walnut Street in Hartford City.
Sorry, Lindsay. Sorry.
She said she heard you, Steve.
Sorry. So, after college, what are your plans?
My plans after college?
Yeah.
Well,
Like, where do you want to teach, or do you want to stick around Hartford City?
I definitely want to stay in Indiana, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe not Hartford City.
What's wrong with Hartford City?
Nothing. I think I want to do something new, though.
Yeah, you want to try something maybe in a bigger city?
Maybe.
All right. I can understand that. I've been there.
Briadney driving in, drawing a foul on number 23. That's Marley Starnes. That's her third foul.
So basketball season is almost over. It's been a really good year. You guys have the chance of having your first winning season ever. First winning season in 4 years. After basketball, let's say that you make it to state and you win. What's next for Aaron Cagle?
Softball.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Basketball's been fun. I don't want basketball to end, but I'm really looking forward to softball. I think that we'll be really good softball this year, too, as well as we have in basketball.
Yeah, I hear there's a lot of changes
Yep.
in softball coming up. What is it that you're looking forward to most in softball?
I think the team this year is going to be really good. I think we'll be just like basketball. We'll be close. About the same kids, but a couple more add-ons.
Yeah.
So we'll be really close. So I think we'll win a lot more games this year, which will be more fun.
So
softball's just like always been one of my favorite sports. So
yeah, I liked watching you play softball.
yeah, I liked you when you coached me softball.
It was a lot of fun.
And we had fun.
We had a lot of fun.
And cupcakes.
And we won a lot too.
We did.
We won a lot. What do we have? 2 or 3 championships or runners-up?
Yeah, I think we had a couple of championships too. The Monroe Central.
Yeah, we did have that
SummerSlam.
championship.
We did. That was a really
win
fun
that
week.
one. Yeah.
And think about it. This year, as my senior year, that team's basically the team this year.
Yeah.
Because we have Olivia, Lily
Yeah.
Lamont.
Yeah.
Was that a 3 or 2?
As a 2.
Yep. Same team. I think wasn't Grace Marshall and those girls on that team?
Yeah, they were. I think Grace Marshall's the only senior that graduated that was on that team, maybe.
All right.
So I don't think we have Lariah.
So one last break. An insurance claim suffered to your home or business and not quite sure if you're getting the settlement you deserve? If so, contact Jeremy and the team of CMA Claim Management Adjusters for a free claim consultation. Nationally recognized as one of the nation's most respected public adjusting firms, CMA handles all types of insurance claims: fire, theft, hail, flood, and many more. Large or small, we settle them all, ensuring you get everything you're entitled to. Contact CMA today for a free consultation at 844-CMA-9110 or visit their website at www.claimmanagementadjusters.com. Last question for Aaron Cagle. Best case scenario for sectional draw.
Best case scenario, the bye.
Ooh, the bye for sectional. So you want the first round bye.
And then I want to play, I don't know, I want to see how we do against Eastbrook. That's our last game of the season. I want to see how we do against them before I say who I want to play.
Okay.
As of right now, I think I'd want to play Madison Grant again.
So I got one more question.
Okay.
What was it like bringing the bell or seeing that bell come into the locker room?
I was actually surprised. I knew I knew there was a thing that like the plate, because I knew about the plate and softball and stuff. And I knew there's a thing for basketball, but I didn't know what it was, who had it. I'm not gonna guess Oak Hill had it, but
so you didn't know that Oak Hill had it.
I didn't know if we won that game we were gonna get it. So I was surprised, and that was a really exciting game. So like just to top it all off, that bell being brought in the locker room by the Westgate girl.
Tyler Westgate.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was really awesome. Probably topped my senior year off. It was awesome.
So you can leave your senior year happy just knowing that you guys brought the bell home.
Yeah, but I'd be happy if we won sectionals.
I'm with you there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So toughest competition at sectionals is going to be?
Let's see. Who's all in it? Taylor.
I have no idea, to be honest.
Taylor, Eastbrook, us.
Tipton.
Tipton. I think Tipton might be the toughest.
Yeah.
They always have good
Tipton
basketball
will be a
programs.
tough
They always
one.
have good basketball programs over there, boys and girls. So I think Tipton will probably be the toughest, but not something we can't
Right.
compete
You
with.
can handle it.
Yep.
All right. That is it for Aaron Cagle.
I've got one more thing to ask
Okay.
you.
One more.
Do you know that you're undefeated in the CIC
I do know
conference
that.
right this moment?
Yep.
Do you ask everybody you come in contact with that question?
Because
I do know that.
who would have thought that at the beginning of the season you would be 10-7 at this point and leading the conference right now? You're in first place all by yourself.
I never thought that. I knew we were going to win more games this year.
Mhm.
Never I thought we'd have a chance of having a winning season, actually, and have the bell and have a chance at sectionals. I knew we'd win more games, but never thought that it'd be at this point. Ask me freshman year, my senior year, would we have competed? I would have laughed at you.
Well, and I'll just throw this one personal observation because, I've been keeping an eye on you guys all school year, and you're definitely the glue on that team to got all these people. You're talking about how everybody gets along. You've definitely been the glue to make that happen
Thank
this
you.
year. And I appreciate your senior leadership.
Thank you.
All right, Aaron. Any last words or thoughts before you take off?
No, I think I'm good.
All right. Go get Lise
Thank you,
and
guys.
tell her to come up here. Thanks for stopping by.
Yep.
Great job this season.
Thank you.
All right, 5:46.
You looking for a used car at an affordable price? Call Dave Montgomery at Dave's Car Corner. He has the nicest used cars on the market, and you just can't beat the friendly service that Dave Montgomery provides. Located at 1225 North Walnut Street in Hartford City. You don't remember it, though, do you?
No.
It was probably after a game.
It was 8th grade year.
Oh, okay.
All right, we are back.
Say.
And with us this time is Olivia Lise. I don't know why I keep wanting to call you Olivia Waters. So, Olivia, freshman year, you come in after the girls have went like 3 in a million. And your basketball team is 10-6 now, right?
Mm-hmm.
4-0 in the CIC, as David Weddle keeps reminding everybody.
Yeah.
What's it been like for you so far this year?
It feels good, because I've been putting in the work, and then I'm getting results from it since we're 10.
Yeah.
And we've
I've
all
actually been told that you've been working for a lot longer than that.
Yeah.
I get messages quite frequently from a relative of yours, and he tells me all about how hard you work.
Yeah.
So you've been working hard at it for a really long time. Matter of fact, he tells me that you have a no-quit attitude. Like you will sit out in a driveway and practice basketball for hours.
Even when it's cold out, I just put some gloves on.
Yeah?
Out there.
And go out there and shoot around. So what's your favorite part of basketball?
When we have really hyped games and everyone's excited and we're winning, that's my favorite part.
Yeah?
And just
So do you like offense better or defense better?
offense. I think everyone likes offense better.
I don't know. There's some defensive people out there.
Mainly the ones that, like
That
me,
can't
that
shoot.
could never score. So
Yeah.
I had to specialize in defense if I ever wanted to play.
So you like offense.
Yeah.
Now, are you more of a sit back and shoot long range, or do you like driving in to the basket and getting the layups?
Probably just sit back and shooting because it's kind of like easier
Yeah,
to do.
I can understand that.
Uh-huh.
I mean, when you drive in the lane,
You're
everybody's
getting
wanting to foul
hacked
you.
and
Yep.
everything.
And we all know that referees don't call anything.
Mhm.
So,
You'd be definitely be spending a lot more time at the free throw line if they were catching everything.
Yeah.
well, if they caught everything, it would take an hour longer to get the game done.
That's true.
So you started out with 11 points in the first quarter yesterday. Then they switched a little defense on you, and so could you tell what kind of perfume she wore? Because she was like attached to you.
I don't think she wore any perfume. 'Cause she didn't smell too good.
Hey, you know, I've always told my kids that when it comes to a sport like basketball, you do not want to shower the day before until after the game.
Yeah.
Because when you smell bad, nobody wants to get around you.
That's true.
You start playing a looser defense. So
Yep.
always remember that. If they stink, you should smell worse.
And don't brush your teeth either.
Oh yeah.
Well, let's
So
not go that
when,
far.
when they get in your face, you just breathe on them, and then
If you don't brush your teeth, at least floss.
yeah.
So what is it that you're looking forward to for the rest of the year?
Probably sectionals. I'm excited for sectionals to see how far we go into it.
All right. What is your best case scenario for your first round draw? Who's the team that you want to face the most?
Who's even in our section?
You know,
I don't really know.
Well, I'll put it to you this way. You have played probably three or four teams.
I know Tipton.
So
Tipton,
I believe
Taylor.
it's the same as the boys, right?
Eastbrook.
So right there,
Madison
Tipton,
Grant.
Taylor, Eastbrook, Elwood, and Madison Grant.
I hope we draw Elwood first.
Hey, Erin Cagle said she wanted Madison Grant.
Oh yeah.
Either one would.
There's
not
more
be
than
bad.
that. You
Elwood
have
or
like
Madison
There's
Grant?
six teams, right? Blackford is the sixth team.
nah.
Because this is who's in the boys sectional. I know that.
I thought the boys had more than that in there too, but I could be wrong.
I know Tipton and Taylor is pretty good team.
Tipton's usually a pretty
Yeah.
good bet. Taylor is also a pretty good bet to be good. And that one's going to go out of bounds. She was stepping on it. So after basketball, do you play any other sports?
I've always played softball,
Yeah?
so I might play softball after basketball.
You
But
might?
I'm not sure yet.
Livy Leaf. You can't do that to me. Oh, they called her for the elbow.
Called her for the elbow. Okay.
So you might play softball.
Yeah.
But she also
You're breaking my heart here,
might
kid.
might be playing AAU in the spring
Yeah.
too.
So that's why I might.
That's maybe I know inside information that you may not even know. No.
I don't. I try not to know too much about you guys, you kids.
It was so fun watching Livy play softball last year because she'd always have a bruise on her right leg
Oh yeah.
From pitching?
from pitching,
Yep.
hitting her leg with the opposite hand.
Yep. You didn't know that gives you speed?
And now I didn't.
It doesn't.
I've only played slow pitch softball in my life, and this is what I got out of it.
What does the slap give you, Miss Leaf?
Oh, I don't really know. I'm not even a pitcher, but last year they didn't have no one to pitch, so I just tried it.
Gives you timing.
Yeah.
Pretty much. That's about it.
I took pitching lessons when I was like younger.
I-
To that one guy who's in Wells County.
Yeah.
I forget his name.
I don't remember his name either.
But that's how he taught it.
Yeah.
Slapping.
That's his deal. I remember you pitching when you were younger because I had you pitch a couple times.
Oh, yeah.
And you are also a really good second baseman, which the Bruins need this year.
I think Lily's playing, so she's probably filling for second base. And I'm left-handed, so.
All right, so we need a first baseman then. How about a shortstop?
I could do that.
See? I knew there was a position that I could find for you.
Have you ever known her to play any sport that she wasn't the best at? In soccer, how many goals did you have?
Soccer.
Well, you ended up playing goalie,
Yeah.
didn't you?
Yes. So, and which is an interesting story because Alexa Hurd was supposed to play goalie this year.
Okay.
And trade out with J.C. Sones. They were going to give each other breaks.
Yeah.
And then when Olivia came in, she was like, well, I'll play goalie. And so they were like, all right, we'll give you a tryout. And she started off the season, never played goalie before, right?
Yeah.
Never played goalie before, didn't know what was going on. And let me tell you, she was not very good at it. But you could just see the determination in her eyes. And after that, I remember telling my wife, I was like, you have no idea the athletic ability that this girl possesses. And she was like, what are you talking about? And I said, do you watch her playing goalie?
Yeah.
She is amazing. I mean, and by the end of the season, she was making saves that, I mean, I just recently started watching professional soccer, and she was making diving saves that I would expect to see in a professional game.
Yep.
They were amazing. And
Hey.
I'm telling you, next season, I think I'm going to go out and buy a GoPro personally for me, and I am going to clip it on to the goal post to where it's facing down just so I can get all of her and how she works the goalie position because she's really good at it.
Thank you.
That was a long time to say, hey, you're really good at goalie.
So I've known Olivia since she was about 5 or 6 years old, I think it was.
All right, we're going to be right back. Auto sales and service with Scott Confer and crew have over 85 years of experience in the auto sales and service area. Since 1946, Huggins has been a name you can trust to get you the car or truck you need and providing you with all of your service department needs from their highly trained ASC master technicians. Located at 2603 North Walnut Street in Hartford City, or you can see their inventory at hugginsshowroom.com. Don't do that to me. You can't be doing me like that, man. That's not right. I don't have a good enough heart for that kind of torture. All right, we're back with Olivia Lease. And David, you were saying something before I cut you off on break.
Yeah, I've been around her family. When I think Olivia was 5 or 6 years old, we were down at Dale Hollow, and kids came down, and we had one of those houseboats that had a slide up on the top of the second deck that you could slide down. And watching her and her brother, just no fear at 4 and 6 years old at that time, going down that slide out into the water. That was my first impression of these kids. and so as you know her family, it's just like the athleticism even keeps getting better. So she set the bar. Now her brother's in 7th grade, and Carly's fourth grade, and twins are they started school yet?
No, they're only 4.
Okay, yeah, they're only 4 years old, but
so that's about the time that I met Olivia.
Yeah,
was when your twins, your mom was still pregnant for them.
Yeah.
And I remember Matt Eppard said, hey, I got this girl. She's going to start playing softball with us. And he was like, whatever you do, don't judge her by her size.
Oh, yeah, so
and
small.
I said, well, what are you talking about, man? Is she, like, huge? I mean, is she even going to be able to move? And he was like, no, quite the opposite. You'll see. He was like, she's really good. She's going to play second base for us. On and on he went and talking about her, and I was like, all right, man, you kind of got me worried here. And then in walks this little girl who I swear was 4 years old. and I was like, she come up with I believe it was your dad that walked you up. It might have been your mom. And she talked to Matt for a little bit, and he goes, that's her. And I was like, are you serious, man? Can she even, I mean, does she need 2 hands to hold on to the softball? It's almost as big as she is. And she had this glove that was like this big. And she had it in her hand and playing second base. And I was like, well, all right, she's doing a really good job. So that was my first time I ever met you. And she was just this really shy. She'd just kind of look up at you and listen to you, and then she wouldn't say a word.
Yep. And she hasn't really changed a whole lot.
I'm not that shy anymore.
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Except in the radio interviews, but you're doing well.
That was
tonight.
last year.
That was last year.
That
Okay.
was last year, and it was there was 4 of you. I think it was you, Hodges, Waters, and maybe it was just the 3 of you.
With Hodges around, you probably couldn't get a word in edgeways. Would be my guess.
No, none of them really talked. Not one of them. They all just kind of yes and no. Of course, it was at a varsity boys game, I want to say.
Okay.
And I just seen them walking around. Was that what it was?
I think it was a girls' game.
Might have been a girls' game. And we called them over, and
It was
they
just
all
me
came
and
in.
Kaylee, I think.
Was it just you and
Yeah.
Kaylee? I thought Hodges or Waters was there too. So, what are your plans after high school? I know you're just a freshman, but I know when I was a freshman, I had big plans. I'm lying. I didn't have any plans. I didn't even have plans the day I graduated.
I want to go to college, that's for sure. Maybe play college basketball.
So you want to play college
basketball?
basketball?
Yeah, I want to play college basketball.
Okay.
And be a nurse.
You want to be a nurse?
Yeah.
Is your mom a nurse?
No.
Nobody in your family is a nurse?
No.
So that's a good question. All right. So what made you think of nursing?
Well, I want to be a NICU nurse, like a nurse that works in a NICU.
Yeah.
With little babies.
Uh-huh.
So when my sisters were born, they were in a NICU.
Okay.
Oh.
And then I saw like them taking care of the babies, and I thought it was so cute and stuff. So
Yeah.
I kind of want to do that.
Very cool.
There's always something when it comes to nursing. There's always something that either has happened in someone's life that makes them want to be a nurse,
Yeah.
or their family is a nurse. That's the only people that ever get into nursing, and so I knew it had to be something. So you want to be a nurse, maybe,
Yeah.
and you want to do NICU stuff.
Yeah.
Do you know what college you want to go to?
Purdue, probably.
Oh, for crying out loud. You know Purdue doesn't have a nursing program.
Oh, it doesn't?
No.
Well.
No.
No.
Indiana,
They're not a
Indiana State does.
Indiana
just so you know.
University does.
Doesn't Indiana Wesleyan, too?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Indiana Wesleyan, if you want to pay millions of dollars to go to school there.
Yeah.
They do have a very good nursing program. But Ball State, IU, IPFW, IUPUI, those colleges have really good nursing programs, but mainly IU.
And now, have you noticed that while we're here at halftime and we're sitting here talking to Olivia, she's starting to squirm a little bit? You know why?
My butt hurts.
My butt hurts.
but there's an opportunity to shoot baskets
Oh,
out
yeah,
there.
that too.
She's sitting there watching, and
Well, you know you could go shoot baskets. You can always come back.
Okay, I will.
I could just see her squirming. I saw the other girls looking at her, and you know, you get the opportunity to shoot at the basket you're going to be playing on tomorrow night.
That's absolutely right.
You don't want to miss that opportunity.
That's it. So let's go into a few more breaks, and then we'll come back.
Town Acres Church of Christ in Muncie, a friendly congregation striving for biblical truth. Only 20 minutes south of Hartford City on Reagan Road, just west of the Muncie Bypass. Town Acres has classes for all, loves visitors, and works to embody the first century church. Sunday Bible study at 9:30 a.m., worship at 10:30 and 1:30. Visit us on the web at townacreschurchofchrist.org. No one is a stranger at Town Acres Church of Christ.
I do have some connections over here. All right, a few more ads before we get back. 3 minutes left.
American veterans, or AMVETS. Our mission is to help all veterans secure the benefits they're entitled to as part of their enlistment. If you're a veteran and have never registered with the VA, contact us to discover all the benefits you may be entitled to. Our service officers are local in VA hospitals in Fort Wayne, Marion, and Indianapolis. They're certified to file a VA claim for you and see it through at no charge to you. Contact AMVETS at the number listed below.
All right, we are back. The Bruins getting tore up by the Mississenewa Indians at the half. Few more to go.
From neck, back, or joint pain, Clear Choice Chiropractic can help. From neck pain, migraine, stress, or a colicky baby, Clear Choice Chiropractic has the tools necessary to help you live pain-free. Call Dr. Malia Robertson today at 765-329-5044 and schedule an appointment. Don't live another day in pain. Call now, 765-329-5044, or stop in and visit them at 1501 North Walnut Street in Hartford City.
Good kid. All right, still got a few minutes left before the third period.
Have an insurance claim suffered to your home or business and not quite sure if you're getting the settlement you deserve? If so, contact Jeremy and the team of CMA Claim Management Adjusters for a free claim consultation. Nationally recognized as one of the nation's most respected public adjusting firms, CMA handles all types of insurance claims: fire, theft, hail, flood, and many more. Large or small, we settle them all, ensuring you get everything you're entitled to. Contact CMA today for a free consultation at 844-CMA-9110 or visit their website at www.claimmanagementadjusters.com.
All right, we are back. This third period brought to you by Town Acres Church of Christ, located conveniently at 2411 East Riggin Road in Muncie, Indiana. I believe that's just a straight shot down hour 100 west. It would be Muncie's Walnut Street or Walnut Avenue or whatever. Also brought to you by Huggins Auto Sales and Service, owner Scott Confer. Give him a call at 765-348-3410 or check out his online showroom at hugginsshowroom.com. All right, now you have some stats for us, David.
Well, I didn't. So they had the Mississenewa tab at the top, but it was still on last night's statistics from the Union City.
All right, that makes
sense. So 32-11 is our halftime score. So we're getting ready to start the second half here. So let's see what.
A little bit of a different starting lineup. We've got Eppert, Westerfield, Cagle, Strobel, and Hodges. And Hodges is going to get an early steal, taking it all the way to the hole. Oh, and she gets fouled right there at the last second. Not able to convert the shot, so she's going to go to the line shooting two, and that is number 15's first.
Yep. Come on up.
I'll make it easy for you. David usually makes it difficult. The first shot in and out, no good. All right, state your name, rank, and serial number.
Serial.
Nice rebound by Westerfield. Puts it back up and in for her first 2 points tonight.
Timeout by the Indians. We're going to keep it right here with my good friend, longtime friend, and longtime fan of the show, Helen Weitzel.
You forget it?
No. I was trying to think of something cool to call you, but it just didn't work. I could have just called you Smiley, because that's all you do is smile and giggle. But
sorry.
What are you saying sorry for? You don't have to apologize for having a good personality. So, Helen, best part of this year for you?
It's a hard one.
It doesn't have to be basketball related.
Oh.
What's the best thing that's happened to you this year?
I don't know.
You broke your coccyx.
It's a fun word to say. I don't know. I don't think I have an answer.
Nothing good has happened to you this year?
I've had too many good things.
Well,
There
just
you
pick
go.
Can't
one.
pick one.
Huh?
Can't pick one.
You got to pick just one.
I got a car.
You got a car?
I got a car.
What kind of car did you get?
You haven't seen my car?
No, I haven't seen your car.
Mm.
I didn't even know you had your license.
It's a Mercury something.
You bought a Mercury?
A Mercury
My dad
something.
Did. My dad did.
So, is it a Mercury Sable? Is it a small car?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, off the bank.
I couldn't tell you what time.
You don't know, huh?
No.
It's a car that has 4 wheels, drives down the road,
It gets me places.
has a steering wheel, has a radio, CD player.
It's got Bluetooth
It's got Bluetooth.
and seat warmers.
Oh, mercy.
Uh-oh.
Especially
rolling in
right now, that's
style
really
now.
got to be good with your
Yeah.
broken coccyx.
Yeah.
So you get a little heat therapy.
I was getting ready to say, a little warmth on the coccyx will do it good. Maybe loosen it up a little bit.
So that looked very painful when you went down against Oak Hill.
It was.
And that was so early in the game as well. Eppard lighting it up for 3.
So, for those that don't know, I think I can find the video. Yes, right here, replay clip. That's going to keep going. So, who was it again? It was against Oak Hill, right?
Oak Hill,
Yeah.
It
yep.
was varsity, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Early in the game as
Oh,
well.
my goodness.
Because we missed her almost the whole.
I don't remember
When
which
was
one
it? Is
is
it in the first quarter
Yeah,
that
it was
happened?
in the first quarter.
Yeah.
As soon as I went in.
Yeah.
So, I have them all. Let's see which one it is. It's not that one.
So, Lady Bruins are coming out here strong here in the first part of the third period, playing some strong defense and getting the ball and hitting some 3-point shots. Cut the lead down to 13 points right now.
So apparently I have to keep letting it go. So
Nice knockaway, nice deflection there by Kylie Eppert.
I think it's this one. That's you right there, isn't it? That's not you. That's Grace.
not me.
So that's not it.
14, another foul on
That's you
her.
right there.
There I am, yeah.
Oh, I think this is it.
Yeah. I was playing really bad defense.
Yep, look at there. So, we'll play it at the half or something. We'll cut it in. So, you hurt your coccyx, but that's not anything that's good that's happened to you. But you did get a car.
I got a car.
So, what's it like having the freedom of driving? Oh, my goodness. Oh, man.
Jump ball.
What's it like having the freedom of just being able to drive yourself to school?
Have to be a little better at time managing.
Are you one of those that waits till the last minute before you leave?
Well, I really like my sleep.
Yeah, don't we all? Don't we all? That's a foul on Macy. Nope, that's a foul on
33. That's for.
He said number 15. So it's of Mississenewa.
Yeah, Mississenewa.
Yeah. All right. Favorite thing that's happened this year in basketball?
I don't know. Winning games is a lot of fun.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you have a completely different role this year on the team, because before you've been like a point guard or a shooting guard, right? Huh?
Yeah.
And you don't have that role this year. Your role is...
Shooting guard.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm missing things. I've never been one for details. So...
I'm not playing the post.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you're not going to play the post. I guess that's... But you've... Now I know where I was going with this. It's not that you have a different... You, in the past, haven't been one that was great at rebounds. But this year you seem to be coming down with a lot more. Am I right with that?
A little bit more than last year, yeah.
Well, I'd say like a lot more than
A
last
lot
year.
more?
Yeah, because you didn't really get any rebounds last year.
Probably not.
No. I don't think you went for any.
Probably not.
Yeah. So I am right. All right, so good job by Westerfield to let that one go before she tried to get it.
Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, and she gets put right in the good place.
She banged her head hard against the floor there, too. So she's probably glad she had that ponytail on. Now, I finally saw Brianna Strobel right there. She looked like she was ready to square up and take her on. And that's one of the things I've talked about with Brianna during the season is we need to get her a mean pill.
Mm-hmm.
She's just too nice. And her and Brandon both, sometimes they just need to get meaner in there. But anyway.
What are you looking forward to this year? Ooh, that looked like that hurt.
I don't know. I'm looking forward to prom.
Prom.
Yeah.
There you
Now,
go.
that's what I'm talking about. Did you help?
I came up with the theme, the Roaring 20s.
Very cool.
The Roaring 20. Oh, I love the Roaring 20.
Oh, that's
Are you
cool.
guys going to wear 20s style?
I don't know.
Prom dresses?
We're decorating for the
Yeah?
20s.
Yeah? What do you know about the 20s?
Not much.
What's your favorite part about the 20s?
Want me to tell you what it was like living back then? I'm not
Sure,
quite
go
that
ahead.
old.
I can tell you what it was like back then. I mean,
Yeah.
they were right in the heart of the Depression, or coming out of the Depression.
Going
I don't wanna
into
say-
the Depression.
Was it?
Depression
Yeah, going
was
into
29,
the. Sorry,
29, 30. Yeah.
going into the Depression.
We read The Great Gatsby, and that's really all I know.
Oh,
Okay.
Pretty sure
great,
that's
great book that I've
made
never
up
read.
story.
It's not a made-up story. That is true to life. So, you're looking forward to prom. Prom date?
I'm assuming it's going to be my boyfriend. I don't have any other plans.
Oh, I'm sure he has a lot of other plans.
No, I don't have any other plans.
Oh, so you're saying that you don't have any other plans for him? And your boyfriend being
Mark White.
Oh, Mark White. We like Mark White.
Me too.
Time out by the Bruins. Oh, and here is
Oak Hill player's hands went right off of Grace's face and out of bounds. That had to be painful.
Good foul.
Good foul.
block
They called a foul, though.
and landed straight. Yeah, I know. Hey, officials are never right, so. Landed straight on her coccyx, and now she is riding the pine for a little bit.
I'm playing tomorrow night.
Are you
riding?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Nice.
It's not broken. It's just bruised.
Okay,
Oh,
well, that's good.
Anytime you hurt your
hurts.
coccyx, it hurts. So,
Awesome.
Really frustrating.
Yeah, it is, because there's nothing you could do for
Yeah.
it. It's not like you can set it.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to leave it, and it never heals.
Yeah. And you
Ask
stand
Crystal
and it
about her
hurts.
coccyx.
You sit and it hurts.
Yep.
You lay down, it hurts.
Everything hurts. All right, so last year you didn't play any sports after basketball.
Yes.
Intentions of playing any this year?
I don't know. There's been thoughts about it. I really missed it last year.
You better have missed it.
I did.
So, what is it that you missed about it?
I loved fielding. Like, I don't know. I miss it all.
Yeah.
I miss slapping and fielding ground balls.
What caused you not to play last year?
I played travel ball a few years before,
Mhm.
and then I was just always contemplating, like, every season if I wanted to play or not.
Mm-hmm. Which you should. You should never go into a season just going, all right, I'm definitely playing. There's nobody that can stop me. You have to, oh, nice shot. You have to evaluate every season and work it like, that's, you know what I mean? Just whether you want to do it or whether you enjoy it anymore?
All the girls were telling me how much fun they had last year.
It was a pretty fun season last year.
I went to one baseball game, and I got home and I cried.
Why is that?
Because I missed softball, and it just reminded me of softball.
You okay down there? You all right? All right, man. All right, so you're definitely playing softball this year.
That's not a definite.
Huh?
It's not a definite.
What do you mean it's not a definite?
Erin says I am.
There we go. She is, right? Okay.
What other sports do you play?
Soccer
I know that.
and basketball.
Not everybody knows who you are like I
sorry.
do.
Yeah, I play soccer and basketball.
So what is it that you like about soccer? And do you have as much fun playing soccer as you do
Yeah.
softball?
I love soccer.
Oh, in and out. What makes soccer the funnest sport you've ever played?
The funnest.
Yeah, because we all know that all the girls love playing soccer.
That
Foot
funnest.
was on the line for 2. All right, what's that?
We all know that funnest
And if
is
they
a
call
word.
that on 33,
Yes,
that's all for her.
Would you rather me say funnerist?
No. I'll take most fun.
Hey, listen,
The
I'm
most
44 years old. Tomorrow,
Tomorrow.
I'll say what I want.
Oh, you kids.
This is
Do
America.
you realize you two together aren't my age yet?
That doesn't surprise me. You have a lot more gray than I do.
Yeah.
So what makes soccer more fun than any other sport?
I don't know if there's one thing that just makes it more fun. It's just, I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. It's like the freedom, kind of.
Of running up and down the field, running 7 to 10 miles a game, 7 to 10 miles a day in practice. That sounds like fun to you?
Yeah, I like it.
You know, I have to admit, I mean, everybody knows that basketball is the best sport there is. Baseball being a close, very extremely close, tied second. But I have to say that I love watching you girls play soccer. This year was probably the most fun,
The most fun, yeah.
I've had watching Blackford sports in a long time.
Yeah.
So what makes it fun? What is it about soccer? Because soccer's boring. I mean, let's face facts.
I don't think it's boring when I'm playing it.
Yeah, but to watch it,
Well,
it's boring.
depends on the game.
That's boring.
Pro games are fun to watch, and college.
They're even more
You think
boring.
they're more boring?
I struggle, especially every Saturday morning. Saturday morning, I will get up early in the morning and I will go watch Premier Soccer League.
Just for fun?
I get up early just to watch Premier Soccer.
But you don't enjoy watching
I
it?
don't enjoy watching it
Why do you do that?
because I am the type of person that if my kids are going to play a sport, I want to know about that
And
sport.
understand it.
And I want to understand it. And it's hard for me to sit in that hot box of a broadcasting score booth, and try to watch you guys play soccer and not really understand it. So I've learned a lot by watching Premier League, but what I've learned most is that nothing ever goes to plan. And that there's never really a backup to that plan after you get into it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's what makes it boring. Like, I want to see plays develop and things like that. And I can I never see them develop the way. The only time I see them develop is when they play the replay, and I'm like, oh,
There
that
it
guy
is.
did this and he did
Uh-huh.
that. So it's the same way with hockey. I enjoy watching hockey. Never have before in my life.
Yeah.
But hockey reminds me of soccer. So I
just
watch
like to see
hockey.
the big hits.
The hockey hits?
Yeah.
I don't ever see them, though. Like, hockey is boring during the regular season.
No, I just like to see the highlights. I don't watch hockey.
See?
There you go.
I enjoy watching hockey.
Soccer has some big hits, too.
Soccer.
Sometimes.
Oh, man. Those guys are a bunch of wimps. Maybe she touched me. But anyway, let me fall down to the ground, try and get this referee to make this call, and he never makes the call.
Jones.
What's she got, like 41 points?
Something like that. And then she just tried to steal the ball and knocked it off of Hodges.
So now they're going to play a press. So we're in the fourth quarter, and we're still talking with Helen Weitzel. And I know I've said a lot of things. People are going to be like, oh, my God, you don't like soccer. And, no, that's not what I said, is it? What did I say?
Okay, I'll say that.
Yeah,
I don't even like soccer. I don't know the first thing about it.
I do.
And
I do like soccer. I'm just going to say it. I like watching it, but it's boring. Same with hockey. I like watching hockey, but it's boring. I mean, I can sit there and watch it, but I got to be doing other things while I'm watching it. So, what are your plans? You're a junior this year. What are your plans after high school?
Well, I was wanting to go to college to be a surgeon.
A what?
A surgeon.
You're going to be a surgeon?
I was thinking about it.
What?
I'm not super set on it right now, but
Yeah? So what makes you want to be a surgeon?
well, I'm in the med term class, like health sciences class,
Yeah?
and we have these people come over from Ball State every Wednesday,
Yeah?
and they brought a broken cow femur,
Yeah?
and they let us put these like screws in it to set it back into place.
Yeah?
And I don't know, ever since then, and I just really like dissecting things.
You like dissecting things?
Yeah.
You and Alexa are two of the weirdest people. What's wrong with you?
I don't know. Oh.
So did you enjoy the little class trip that you guys took up to St. Francis?
To the cadaver lab?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. That was neat.
So Alexa was telling me something like she got to hold an eyeball or something crazy, a brain.
Oh, yeah.
She got to hold a human brain in her
Yeah.
hand, and she thought that was the neatest thing.
It was cool. The skull was all hollowed out.
Yeah. Ugh. So, the surgeon, that's awesome. I'm glad to hear that. I really am glad to hear that you want to be a surgeon. So, does that mean that I get the hookup with good, cheap surgeries with you then?
Well, if that's allowed, I don't know.
What do you mean if it's allowed? You just
That's
come to
what I
my
mean.
house, fix my broken femur,
Well,
and
I don't know if that's how it goes.
we'll be
Steve.
all right. What are you talking about?
hey, that kind of stuff happens on the show Blacklist all the time.
I know, right?
You know.
So I can be in the mob.
have-
You can be my mob doctor.
Yeah.
There we go. Got it set.
All right.
So you'd have a surgeon and a
and a nurse, and
Yeah.
Olivia Lees.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Alexa wants to be a nurse
Yeah.
or a nurse practitioner.
prac-
No, I
Yeah.
started to say what Mark White is studying, and it just skipped my
Physical
mind.
therapy.
Physical therapy. So
So
physical
you could do the
therapist.
surgery on me, and then Mark can
He
give
does
me the
physical
PT.
therapy. Yeah.
There you go.
So what school are you going to go to?
Probably Ball State.
They have a good medical program, but
Yeah.
you know who has a better one?
Who's that?
IU.
IU. That's where my dad went. Dad
Yep.
went to IU. Mom went to Ball
See?
State.
See? Always follow the pops.
Pops knows what he's doing.
All right, so what else do I want to know about my good friend Helen that I don't already know? What are you looking forward to in basketball this season?
Looking forward to getting back.
Getting back.
Yeah.
Oh, out of your broken coccyx.
Yeah.
So what?
Bruised.
It's not
Bruised.
broken.
Bruised.
Bruised.
Isn't that what I said?
Yeah, you keep saying it's broken.
Isn't that what I said? It
If
was
it was broken, I don't think I could walk.
Oh, yeah, you can walk still.
Yeah.
Yeah, ask Crystal. She has a broken coccyx.
Right now?
Yeah. Ask her. She'll tell you.
Well, I can't on the broadcast.
Why not? Holler up at her. She's right up there.
I don't want to.
Say, hey!
I don't want to hurt anyone.
Crystal Hurd! Do you have a broken coccyx? Oh, that one got blocked, but Strobel takes it in.
Oh, just off.
All right, so you're playing softball this year.
I did not say that.
That's David.
I thought she said
that's exactly what she said. So
I would place money on it that she will be playing.
So you're playing softball this year.
I did not say that.
And you're finishing up basketball. What is the best case scenario for sectionals this year to get you to playing softball sooner?
What do you mean?
That was a joke. So, what is best case scenario for your sectional draw?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know who's in our section.
No, but none of you girls do. So
yeah,
they're right here.
Sorry.
Here they are.
Oh,
I wrote them down because we've asked the other two as well. And
I don't want to be mean, but
yeah. That's
Elwood.
My top choice.
That's what Olivia Lee said. She wants Elwood. Aaron Cagle said she wanted Madison Grant.
Yeah.
Yep.
Either one. Or I guess we haven't played Eastbrook yet, but
yeah, I heard they're really good.
In the 8th grade, they are. They had 2 girls from Mississenewa move over to Eastbrook.
Is that right?
In the 8th grade this year, yep.
Nice.
Because they only had like 4 girls.
Well, there was a boy from Madison or from Eastbrook that moved to Mississenewa.
for high school or junior high?
He was he's an 8th grader. Moved over to Mississenewa. So interesting, right? I know. All right, so a little off. So what do you think? What do you think the team's going to look like tomorrow? You guys been hitting the practices hard?
Yeah, we've been preparing a lot.
Yeah.
Getting ready for it.
What's the difference this year from last year?
With what? What do you mean?
Well, the atmosphere. What's the atmosphere like
yeah,
this year?
the atmosphere is completely different.
What's different about it?
I don't know. It's just way more uplifting and
Everybody working together, getting along?
yeah.
We're
We're very supportive of each other.
Who do you think on the team? Is there one person on the team that is the reason for that? Or do you think it's just something that everybody's like, hey, you know what? We're instead of this, we're gonna get along because maybe we didn't like the way things went in the years prior or whatever. What do you think it was that brought this team together?
I don't know. It's not just one person. We're all real supportive of each other. And
Right.
happy for each other. Erin Cagle's, she's awesome.
Is she the rock of the team?
She's putting smiles on everyone's faces.
Is she?
All the time.
Well, she knows how to do that.
Yeah.
But you
Yeah.
always have a smile on your face, so I mean that's not very hard to do with you. See what I mean? Any final parting remarks? Anything you want to say? Hi, Mom and Dad. I'll be home at midnight.
No. 10 o'clock is my bedtime.
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
9 o'clock is my bedtime.
Yeah, any later than that, I'm cranky the next morning.
Oh, come on.
I don't know.
Helen Weitzel, cranky? Never. Anything you want to say to anybody?
Guess I'll see you on the court tomorrow.
All right, we'll see
Awesome.
you on the
So
court
glad
tomorrow.
you're going to be back.
You do.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you, Helen.
Thank you.
I cut you off. There's a reason for that. Imagine wearing it through 3 games.
3:26 to go in the game, 56-29, and Coach bringing in some subs to finish out the game. Valentina Donato just came in, our recruit from Italy.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That was tough.
You know, and nothing against our girls, but their girls have just been so quick on their feet and on getting rebounds, getting the ball right back up. And that's really given us it's been a difficult game for our girls to get rebounds tonight.
Yes. Yep. They're definitely a tough team, and that Kaya Jones, that's her name, right, Kaya?
Yes.
Kaya Jones is a powerhouse.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no other way to put it. Matter of fact, I'm going to send this.
And she does dress for varsity, so I bet she'll see some varsity playing time tomorrow as well. So
does she?
Yep.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see her playing varsity, that's for sure.
Ava Mulholland there with the block and the foul. Nice hustle for Ava to get back and blocking the shot. This is Ava's, I think, just second, maybe third game that she's been back after her knee injury. Took her out of the season early in the season. So
yeah,
glad to see Ava getting back to action. I know she worked really hard this past summer on her shot and on her game. Also cheerleading, also singing.
Yeah.
So, but glad to see Ava in the game right now, getting some time under her belt.
All right, how do you spell that? K-A-I?
K-A-I-Y-A-H. Emma Daughtry into the game. She's going to try for that three-point shot.
Basket, Kylie Roberts.
Good rebound by Donato out to Westerfield. Westerfield driving it down. Goes up for the two. Glasses come off of one of the Indian players. An official calls a timeout to help her recover her glasses before they get stepped on, I guess.
Yeah.
62-29. 33-point lead with just over a minute to go.
Looks like the Indians are going to slow this one down. Just pass the ball around the arc.
Good hustle by Cairo Westerfield. Knocks the ball away, almost runs it down before it went out of bounds. Cairo's got a lot of playing time tonight.
Who was that?
Basket, Abby Smith.
Abby Smith.
Yep. Emma Daughtry with the ball and picks it up and dribbles again. Gets called for the double dribble. It's been fun to watch Emma improve over the season as well. She was so shy at the beginning of the season and starting to be a little more aggressive underneath the basket.
And that's going to be it for this one.
64-29 is the final.
And we'll be right back after this. Are you looking for a used car at an affordable price? Call Dave Montgomery at Dave's Car Corner. He has the nicest used cars on the market, and you just can't beat the friendly service that Dave Montgomery provides. Located at 1225 North Walnut Street in Hartford City. All right, David. I don't know what time it is. It's 9 o'clock. So.
Just after 9:05 right now. So we're gonna cut this short tonight, and we'll be back here tomorrow. 6 p.m. is the Lady Bruins will take on the Lady Indians, and then at 7:30 our varsity boys will take on Mississenewa boys. So we're looking forward to tomorrow. We want all the fans wear black tomorrow and support the team. So we'll see you tomorrow night. Thank you for watching. This is the Blackford Sports Network.
On behalf of the Blackford Sports Network, we would like to thank the athletic departments of both schools and thank you for watching this broadcast of the Blackford Bruins. Remember to see our sponsors and thank them for giving us the opportunity to broadcast live with you.